a very quick work in progress shot here. I'm doing this Japanese fleet for the Aeronef game. All the figures are based on magnets, which I've shown in a previous video. I've used a combination on the decking of this Kislev flesh, which is one of the new Games Workshop colours, and the new Griffin Sepia equivalent, which is called Seraphim Sepia. I'm just basically trying to get used to the newer ranges because the old ones are going away, and decided to make use of those. So the decking just had lots of repeat thin layers of the Kislev flesh painted on. I didn't paint it in one go, it was like lots of tiny light coats with a wet brush. I use a very big brush actually, this brush, which is a size 6, to do most of that because it stays really moist. I used a wet palette as well to keep the paint wet, and then you just layer it on. While you're doing that, obviously it at times can look as if it's not totally covered the model, but as you keep working over it, it does give a decent coverage onto it. The only bit of decking which I have sort of finished in terms of doing texture and more detail on is this piece of decking for the carrier. Let me find the carrier. It's the same basic model as the big sort of battle cruiser, battleship. So that sits on top of the carrier like so, and you can see I'm currently painting underneath, but obviously everything I detail underneath that top piece of decking. If I remove that so you can see what I'm doing, that's all going to be hidden basically by the carrier deck, but at least I'll know that it's painted nicely underneath. I haven't glued that plane on yet. I was going to paint those planes white, so there's still quite a lot more to do. The dirigibles, these little ones here, are I've painted them, try and get that in the camera correctly under some light, but that's been painted in, there's the colour, I've got so many different blacks. It's a live colour paint in their camouflage series called Burned Black. That's my base coat, and then I was going to do a lighter one on there as well. But I've only just done that, so it's not fully covered yet either. I haven't got a totally smooth coat on it yet. So I've got a pair of those, and I had just a sudden moment. I was going to paint them white, but I had a sudden moment and thought, why not go for sort of stealth balloons, or stealth style balloons anyway. So I'll see how that comes up, and I'm going to put some Japanese lettering along the side of them, which is in white, which will stand out quite nicely. And those will be decals that I'm using. So that's a quick update where I am on these. I think I've probably got another couple of hours left to do on those, at least.